I'm seeing reports. I'm on a group chat. Francis
Okay.
Ngannou will be boxing again.
I hope so.
December 23rd.
Against who?
Well, because that was going to be a massive fight. They were going to do Usyk versus Fury, remember. And now, because of whatever, Tyson needs to brush up, build his confidence, whatever it is, get in better shape. They don't want to rush it, even though they signed the contract. And as we know, by the way, how good was Adam Catchell on Monday?
He was incredible. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, Adam's, and he's got a lot of knowledge on it. I think we make him our boxing correspondent going forward.
I think that's smart. Yeah, because like any questions we had, he was like, "All right, well, here's how it works."
So yeah, Adam Catchell will now be our free boxing correspondent. Yeah, that's very kind of you, Adam.
That's great of him to offer too. That's incredible.
Wow, for free as well. Yeah, so I'm on a group chat with those guys, and so yeah, obviously Usyk and Fury were supposed to fight December 23rd. According to Adam Catchell, they'll still do the fight, but they won't sue them or anything like that. There'll be so much money involved. I don't know. That remains to be seen. I guess that's down to Usyk. But they still want to put on a massive fight on December 23rd. So the rumors are right now that Francis Ngannou is going to come back and he's going to fight. And if you think about it, I mean, he's the man of the moment right now. He's the belle of the ball. He's just surprised everyone. It really is like a Cinderella story, what he achieved. He went out there for Tyson Fury, didn't really get injured. Yeah, he got punched a few times, but to be honest, me and you have both taken more damage in sparring sessions.
For sure.
So what's that, 8 weeks away? Something like that.
Any potential opponent?
No opponent. But he's been offered all kinds of fights. Eddie Hearn has been talking about Anthony Joshua, not for December 23rd, but that would be my front runner. And if anyone can afford it, it would be the Saudis. I have an opinion on that, but I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, I think the Joshua fight would be fun, but I just, in no disrespect to Anthony Joshua, but he's so hard to make a fight with anybody. I find it hard to believe they're going to get one done and in enough time to do an 8-week training camp. The negotiations with Joshua are so hard, seemingly. I feel like Wilder would jump right in though, and I really want to see that fight.
See, that would be incredible. But you're kind of on the same vibe as I am. I did a YouTube video on it this morning, and I said on there, not only is he notoriously hard to deal with in terms of make the correct contract, and fair enough, it's business, it's complicated, and we're talking a lot of money. So not necessarily an insult, but it's just, track record.
That's how it is.
But there's also this to consider, because if you're Anthony Joshua, and off the top of my head, I forget, he won his last one, but he had a couple of Hellenius, I think it was. He got beat by Andy Ruiz. He got beat by Usyk twice in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
Considering that he's lost 3 in his last whatever, granted over a couple of years or whatever it was. But it's still a risk to go, because look at what Tyson Fury just did. And I'm sorry to say this if you're a Fury fan, but the honest statement is that his stock dropped. Tyson Fury's stock has dropped. So if you're Anthony Joshua, I would say, if I was managing him as well, say, hold on a minute. No man alive should be going out there fighting this guy just yet, because there's not enough tape on him. There's not enough tape. We don't know. Was it a fluke? Did Tyson Fury have a bad night? Right? I'll go back into it because you're laughing. I was going to stop, but
it's funny.
Hey. But sometimes I don't even have to do it. I just sound like this. But there's not much tape on him. It was his first ever boxing match. He shocked the world. For someone like Joshua, can't afford to risk a loss to Anthony Joshua. You want to see more footage. You want to see more tape. You want to see the rhythm. You want to see the shot selection, timing, and all the rest of it. Right now, there's one fight, and he almost beat Tyson Fury. So I don't know. I don't know if they would necessarily take that just yet.
Yeah, I think that's a fair analysis of just the way he runs his career. I feel like, and I know that I keep beating this horse, but I feel like Deontay Wilder is the kind of guy that just says, "Okay, I'll do it. Look, let's go. Let's get this contract in front of me. I'll sign it. Let's fight." He just seems like he's just more of a gamer. Like Anthony Joshua seems very much like a competitor. Like he's the ultimate competitor. He's very, very smart about his business. Very, methodical on every move. Deontay Wilder seems like he's just a fighter. Like, I'm sure he has a great team behind him that's running his business correctly. And, you know, I'm sure that they have their things too. But personally, he seems like the type of guy that's just like, let's do it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Need some water. I totally agree. He's like, I mean, obviously he's a fighter, but he's very structured. He's very methodical, calculated. He's a businessman to a certain degree. Because the sad reality is when you get to that level, you know, when you're an Anthony Joshua or a Fury or any of these top boxers or a Conor McGregor or whatever, it does become a business. And there's a lot of people's business riding upon it, all the managers, all the agents, all the sponsors, you know what I mean? It's like there's big money. It's like you can't just roll the dice and say, fuck it, let's jump in. That's what people love to see from fighters. But when you get to that level, it becomes harder and harder to do that. But I do agree. I think Deontay Wilder would say, you know what? Put me in, coach. Grab your mouthpiece. Let's get on a plane to Saudi and let's go knock this motherfucker out.
Yeah, I totally agree. And he's looking to fight. He's posting a lot of stuff on social media. He wants to fight. So I think if there's ever an opportunity, I hope that's the fight we see. So you don't have Francis fight anybody else in the meantime.
He could do, mate. And do you know something? He could beat a large percentage of that top 10 in boxing.
Deontay Wilder.
From what I saw at the weekend, listen, that's a gun show, innit? Wilder hits hard. Ngannou hits hard. Whoever lands first, he's got.
Who's not paying to see that fight?
Mate, it's massive.
That's a lot of money. I think like like a Ruiz with
I think the top two, from a financial point of view, would be Wilder or AJ. If you're not fighting Fury, Wilder or AJ make an awful lot of sense because not only do they make a lot of money, there's a realistic chance that he could win. There's a realistic chance that Francis Ngannou could win those fights. Deontay
Wilder, Francis Ngannou in the PFL. God. We heard he's training MMA for 7 months. What's your take on that, boys?
Mate,
I don't know if Wilder's big enough. I really don't. He's just not. And again, I'm talking like he's never won a fight. Like we've seen Wilder knock out lots of really big dudes. I don't know. Francis Ngannou's got a serious chin on him. And I think Francis wins a firefight. And I can't believe I'm saying that after watching. Like, if you would have told me Friday before they fought, come Monday when you're sitting on there with Mike, you're going to be telling the whole world that you think that Francis Ngannou wins a firefight with Deontay Wilder. After watching him fight, I would have been like, hey, not a fucking
in the mixed martial arts contest, Francis Ngannou picks up Deontay Wilder like Demetrius Johnson, puts him in his pocket, dances around a little bit, and then does like a bloody side body slam and squashes into bits.
100%.
Because in mixed martial arts, that's not happening. That should not get sanctioned. Simple as that.
No.
Listen,
but during as soon the decision isn't even read yet, and they're saying, well, what if he doesn't win? Like, and then he probably goes and smokes Wilder. That's fucking crazy to say out loud. That's what I feel like.
Look at Wilder's legs. He would kick them once and break them. Right. He would break them.
No, I'm talking in boxing. I think he wins a firefight in a boxing match.
You'd have to back him.
You'd have to. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
He took less damage than Wilder. Well, first of all, he got stopped by him twice, right? Or one was a draw, one was a stoppage. Was it 2 stoppages or 1 decision?
2 stoppages.
Two stoppages.
Well,
that never happened, did it? Do you know what I mean? Oh dear.